The first problem we had in our preliminary task is that because we were filming inside school, some of the other students got caught in our shots. This made the film less tense, as you didn't get that isolated feeling of the teacher being all alone. We also found that this was a problem in our main task, as you can see here. The easy solution was to retake the shot and hope it didn't happen. In the preliminary task, another problem was that some of the camera shots were too shaky. We tried reducing this in our main task by using a tripod, but because of the uneven ground, sometimes it was still quite hard to hold the camera still. But overall, it worked a lot better on the tripod. Another problem was the lack of props we had in the preliminary task, as it makes everything look a lot less realistic, as there's no like blood wounds or nothing. However, in the main task, we bought some fake blood. We cut a hole in the t-shirt to make it look like the victim actually was stabbed. A lot more, well, somewhat more realistic. We decided that we would stick with using the point of view shots, as it worked well in the preliminary task, so we brought that over into the main task. We felt that point of view shots kept the audience on edge. Another problem with the preliminary task was that we used more than one camera. One of the cameras used widescreen, the other one didn't. So you can see where we changed the camera because we recorded over more than one day. Where in the main task, we used the same camera to make all the scenes flow nicely with each other. I made sure that I had my own camera, so I wouldn't have to swap them if I needed to, if I was to use the school. I used the same idea of using the one character all alone, but this time in the woods and not in an isolated building. Here is the example of bad acting in our preliminary task. Here you can see one of the characters slightly smiling, which is the example of bad acting in our main task. So we retook the chase scene and the ending. We had the character surviving, as the police scene would have been too difficult, as we didn't really have a great selection of cast members who could act.
999, what is your emergency, please?
I've just been chased by a man with a knife.